can't even get a video to load or an email attachment to send. Without reliable internet, there's no remote learning, no virtual doctor's appointments, and just try starting a small business. Rural broadband can be a game changer for rural communities like mine, and Joe Biden has a plan to make it happen. Montana cast 1 vote for Bernie Sanders and 18 votes for our next president, Joe Biden.
Nebraska.
Was
I
hoping
work at a
this
meat
year would
packing
be
plant,
Bernie,
making sure
but it's
grocery store
not.
shelves stay full. They call
But
us
I'm
essential
watching
workers,
this
but we
'cause
get treated
fuck
like
it,
we're
I guess.
expendable. Workers are dying from COVID,
Mainly,
but a lot of us don't have paid sick leave or even quality protective
I'm
equipment.
curious how this will
We
turn
are
out,
human
by the
beings,
way.
not robots, not disposable. We want to keep helping you feed your family,
I know it's
but we
not
need a
much of a
president who
reaction
will have
here,
our
just
backs.
my face.
Nebraska cast 33 votes
I think
for our
it's
next president, Joe Biden.
transparent and good of me,
Nevada.
or it's good
Working
and
people are
transparent
the
of me, whatever the hell
backbone
the
of our
phrasing of that
economy
sentence
and the
is.
key to our recovery.
To say,
Joe Biden
yes,
knows
I've
it's not
donated
enough
money to Joe
praise them.
Biden's
We have
campaign,
to
and I'm
reward
deciding
them.
to
So let's raise the
campaign
minimum
for Joe
wage to
Biden
$15 an hour.
to beat
Empower
Trump.
workers to
The way
negotiate
I
for
view
better
it,
benefits
I'm
and safer
fighting
workplaces.
against Trump,
And make it easier to
supporting
pay for
Biden,
things
but
like health care and higher education. I am proud to cast
also,
24 votes for
I guess
Bernie
it's a little
Sanders
too late
and
for that.
25 votes for our next president, Joe Biden.
New Hampshire.
You know, I
Hello
guess
from
it
the
is what it
Granite
is.
State. We trust Joe Biden. Joe will provide the leadership
We got a little bit of
necessary to
lag
bring
on
us
the
back
video,
from this awful
but I'm
pandemic.
not surprised that we got a
Joe
little
has a
bit of
plan
lag.
to attack global climate change once and for all.
Yeah, no
Joe
Green New Deal
restored
kind of doesn't do
honesty,
shit,
decency,
buddy.
and trust to the White House. Reunite all Americans and build a better future for all. The great state of New Hampshire awards 9 delegates to our friend and neighbor, Bernie Sanders, and 24 delegates to the next president of the United States, Joe Biden.
I might have missed
New
Vermont.
Jersey.
We've been hit hard by COVID, but we're coming back. But we have to be smart. We have to listen to the experts. And we have to have a president who has a
I
plan.
just hate this. I don't know why
That's
I'm
why,
watching
in
this.
memory of
I
all
guess I
those we've
hate
lost,
watching, to
in
be honest.
solidarity with those who are sick
But
and struggling,
at the same
and in
time,
eternal
it's
gratitude
like,
for our
I
heroic
hope
frontline workers.
that if Biden's
New Jersey
elected, a
cast
Green New
5
Deal could
votes
happen,
for Senator
Medicare for
Bernie
all could happen,
Sanders, and
despite those
139 votes for the
being
next
extremely
president of the United
unlikely.
States,
But
Joe Biden.
New Mexico.
basically, the
Greetings
thought
and good evening.
process is
My name is Derek Lente,
sacrificing
state representative,
for the
coming to
greater
you
good.
from the homeland of
And the
my
greater good
ancestors
is beating
here at
Trump
the beautiful Pueblo of
and
San
getting him
Diego.
out of office.
New Mexico is a
I
diverse
despise
state,
Trump.
home to
I've always
23
despised
indigenous
Trump.
sovereign
There will
nations
be no
with a
argument
rich
that will convince me
multicultural history.
Trump is better than
We are all
Biden. I
united
know
by the love
elements
of this
of
beautiful
where
place
Trump
that we call
is
home.
better than
And we
Biden,
believe that we owe it to the
specifically
next
on
generation
Snowden,
to protect the
but that's
natural
not
and
enough
cultural resources
for me to
that
even
are their
consider voting
inheritance.
for a fascist
And
like
to
him.
that end, also
So I'm
respect
going to
tribal
say that
sovereignty.
in this video.
New Mexico proudly casts 4 votes for Bernie Sanders and 42 votes for the next president of
Shit,
the United States of
man.
America, Joe Biden.
New York.
As an immigrant from St. Vincent and the Grenadines and an 1199 SCIU registered nurse, I am proud to be part of America's fight against COVID-19. But many healthcare workers
I want to see if this
don't
gets
get
a
paid sick
copyright
leave
strike, by the
or
way.
have enough protective equipment.
I'm also just trying to
I
listen.
have 2 children with asthma and a mother who's high
Yeah,
risk.
I can relate to that.
I worry
Love
every
being
day
someone who
about
has
bringing
asthma.
this virus home to them.
I mean, the main
Joe
thing is
Biden's
you got to
plan
beat
will help
COVID
us
also.
take better care
You got to
of
get
your
Trump
loved
out.
ones,
You got to get a
as well as
competent
our own.
response team
Along
in.
with Lieutenant Governor
And
Kathy
perhaps
Hochul, I cast New
Biden
York's votes.
will restore
44
Obama's pandemic
votes
response.
for
I'm sure he
Bernie
will.
Sanders and
So-
277 for our next president, Joe Biden. It's Joe time.
Oh, God, that's crazy.
North Carolina.
I've been doing this for a long time, so let me just be plain. Black people, especially black women, are the backbone of this party. And if we don't show up, Democrats don't get elected. I'm putting on my mask, and we're going to every corner in North Carolina to help organize, because we need to make sure everyone shows up for Joe Biden. He will show up for us. North Carolina
Not when it comes to
39
TPP.
votes for Bernie
Biden
Sanders
recently was like,
and 83
oh, I
votes
might
for the next president of
do
the
something with
United States,
TPP, and it's
Joe
like, why would you even bother with that?
North
Trump's
Dakota.
NAFTA renegotiations basically did that.
Welcome to the homelands of the Mandan, Hidatsa, and Arikara people. I graduated from a class of just 44 students, and I had to drive 3 hours just
I
to
don't
take
know why
the
you
SATs.
clicked this video,
But
by the
growing
way.
up, I knew that college was a ladder that could take you anywhere. Joe Biden knows that everyone deserves a chance to climb that ladder. As a proud tribal member, As a Mexican American and as a Harvard graduate, I am proud to cast North Dakota's votes. 10 for Bernie Sanders and 8 for our next president, Joe Biden.
Oh, shit.
Northern Mariana Islands.
That's good.
T-Row and hello from Paradise.
I know
Northern
Bernie's not going to
Mariana
steal the nomination.
We
This
may
isn't
be
going to be
far
a
away, but we're
Henry
American
Truman
citizens.
situation.
And this year, for the first time in decades,
But one
we
can
finally
hope.
have a Democratic slate because Democrats organize everywhere. But we don't get to vote for president, so please don't waste yours. The Northern Mariana Islands is proud to cast 2 votes for Senator Bernie Sanders and 9 votes for our next president, Joseph Biden. Sidus Maasi, Olamai, and thank you.
I'm happy to
Ohio.
see
It
that
seems
this
like
camera
every
was
time
working.
working people believe in a
I
Donald Trump promise, they wind up
boo
getting screwed.
you.
Well, Joe Biden has more than just a promise. He actually has a plan to bring jobs back to America.
Like electric vehicles or a national network of vehicle charging infrastructure that'll create good-paying jobs for skilled union
The
workers.
main issue
like
with a lot of
Josh.
these
In the
proposals
future
is
will
that they can
made
be
in
summed
America.
up by
Ohio cast
incrementalism.
20 votes for Senator Bernie Sanders and 134 votes for the next president, Joe Biden. OH.
I.O.
Oklahoma.
99 years ago, racial violence devastated a thriving black community here in Tulsa. Today, hatred still lives in our nation, but so does resolve. Oklahoma refused to let ourselves be defined by division then, and our nation must turn back the tide of violence again, now. Oklahoma cast 13 votes for Bernie Sanders and 24 votes for our next president,
13
Joe
votes
Biden.
is pretty good. In context like that, I
Oregon.
should add.
As Black Americans standing on Native land, we proudly represent Oregon. The dual viruses, COVID-19 and racism, laid bare unequal health care.
What about the
access
police
and
violence,
deaths
the
to
state
communities
violence that's
of
been
color.
happening
The
from both the
Democrats are
Fed
working to bridge
and the
divide
Portland
to make
police?
Sure everyone has equal access to low or no cost quality
It shouldn't
care.
be access, it should be a right. Healthcare should be a right. The fact that we've been debating this since the 1970s or more, actually we've been debating this for longer than that, is a disgrace.
Pennsylvania.
Okay,
When
my
Joe Biden was
state.
young, his father came to this house in Scranton, sat down on Joe's bed, and told him he lost his job. It's a moment that stayed with Joe his entire life. Right now, all across America,
PA's gonna let me
families are
down, I know
experiencing that same
that.
fear
But state
and
let me down in
But Joe Biden has a plan to
2016,
help
it's
them
gonna do it in
and to help our
2020.
country build back better,
I hate
creating
that
millions
slogan.
of good-paying jobs. So more parents will be able to tell their kids
I'm probably just
what
rambling.
Joe's dad said
Most
to
of it
him all
uninformed
those years ago.
and cynical, so
It's gonna be okay.
I apologize for that.
Pennsylvania cast 34 votes for Senator Bernie Sanders
Great.
and 175
Fuck
votes
you.
for the next president of the United States, Scranton's own Joe Biden.
Puerto Rico.
Los puertorriqueños somos ciudadanos estadounidenses, algo que Donald Trump parece haber olvidado en los momentos más difíciles que enfrentó nuestra isla. Joe Biden siempre ha apoyado las causas de Puerto Rico y como presidente será nuestro aliado en la Casa Blanca. Sé que es la mejor alternativa para que los sobre 3 millones de ciudadanos americanos que residimos en esta bendita isla de Puerto Rico podamos ser respetados. Puerto Rico emite 5 votos para Bernie Sanders y 53 votos para Joe Biden.
I don't understand that.
Rhode Island, the ocean state, where our restaurant and fishing industry have been decimated by this pandemic, are lucky to have a governor, Gina Raimondo, whose program lets our fishermen sell their catches directly to the public, and our state appetizer, calamari, is available in all 50 states. The calamari comeback state of Rhode Island casts 1 vote for Bernie Sanders and 34 votes for the next president, Joe Biden.
South Carolina.
Mr. Chairman, I am Jamie Harrison, candidate for the United
Could
States
come back
Senate,
to that building a
speaking
little
from
better.
the campus of South Carolina
Okay.
State University, the alma mater of
Come on, you probably have a communications department. You could have gone into a sound isolated room.
This proud HBCU.
I know that's not relevant to this, but I'm a film guy. That just bothers the hell out of me.
I proudly cast South Carolina's 64 votes as follows: 15 for Bernie Sanders and 49 for our next president of the United States.
Nevada's going to be interesting, unless they already passed Nevada.
South Dakota.
Midakiapi, relatives.
As a first American and citizen of the Standing Rock Sioux Tribe, I welcome you to the Pahasapa, the Black Hills, the site of my creation story, and home to the Oceti Sakowin, the great Sioux Nation. We often say,
Biden didn't really do much when he was VP.
we are all related.
When
Our
Standing
next
Rock,
president must lead by this philosophy for the betterment
when the Dakota
of our
Access
next
Pipeline
7
was
generations.
happening.
We cast 3 votes for Senator
Just
Bernie
saying.
Sanders and 17 votes for our next president, Joe Biden.
God, this sucks.
Tennessee.
100 years ago tonight, suffragists based here at the Hermitage Hotel in Nashville cheered as Tennessee became the 36th and deciding state to ratify the 19th Amendment, granting women the right to vote. This year, I'm casting my
Probably
very
already
first
missed 'em.
presidential vote for Joe Biden. Women will decide this election, and we'll replace Donald Trump with a president who respects us. Tennessee cast 23 votes for Bernie Sanders and 50 votes for our next president of the United States, Mr. Joseph R. Biden!
Texas.
A year ago, my safe community of El Paso was targeted by a domestic terrorist who murdered 23 innocent people,
It's good to
injured
hear
23 more,
the term
and
domestic
devastated all of
terrorist
us.
being
His
used
motive was
for
racism and
scumbags like
xenophobia.
that.
In the face of hate, we choose love. Siempre lo hemos hecho, siempre lo haremos. And in the face of continued gun violence in America, we demand change. The time has come to act. With 1 abstention, the great state of Texas cast 98 votes for Bernie Sanders and 161 votes for our next president, Joe Biden.
That was pretty fucking close. That was pretty close. Okay. Good on
Here in
Texas.
Utah, we've had mail-in voting for years.
First good in...
If you're registered to
okay,
vote,
that's good.
you automatically get sent a ballot. It's fast, it's
I'm gonna turn this
reliable,
off and
and
see
it's
if-
easy for everyone to participate.
Okay.
In
That
2016, we
didn't
had
do-
turnout
well, that
well
did
over
something.
80%. And this year, we're expecting even
Yeah, I
higher.
could just turn off the
That's why
monitor and
Democrats and Republicans
that
here
would
in
be
Utah
here.
agree. Mail-in voting strengthens
The
our
fact that
democracy.
mail-in voting is even
Utah
up for
cast
debate is
17 votes for
absolutely
Bernie
insane to me,
Sanders
by the way.
and 16 votes for our
Mail-in
next
voting
president, Joe Biden.
should be an essential
The state
thing,
of Vermont
given our
started believing in
circumstances.
economic justice, social justice, racial justice, and environmental justice.
Hey, Bernie.
Proudly supporting democracy and the Constitution of the United States, and vehemently opposed to the authoritarianism and racism of the Trump administration, is proud to cast 15 votes for Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders and 9 votes for the next president of the United States, Joe Biden.
The U.S. Virgin Islands.
In recognition of our Governor Albert Brown Jr., our delegate to Congress, Stacey Plaskett, we bring you greetings from the Virgin Islands of the United States. Where a young Alexander Hamilton was raised, the vacation home of a nominee with turquoise waters, white sand beaches, and friendly people. We cast our 13 votes for Joseph R. Biden.
Virginia.
3 years ago, my beloved city, Charlottesville, Virginia, was attacked by white supremacists and a young woman was killed. We were attacked again when Donald Trump praised those racists, turning his back on a community that just wanted peace. That was the day Joe Biden decided
He's
to
not
join
wrong.
this battle for the soul of America. Over time, my wife, Ghazala, and I have come to know his soul. He's a decent, compassionate man. He will
problem
bring this
with Biden
nation together.
is the rape
Virginia
accusations.
cast 32 votes for Bernie Sanders
hate,
and 91 votes for our president, Joe Biden.
Okay.
Washington.
Xin chào. As a 15-year-old refugee from Vietnam, I knew that education was the key to finding opportunities
I just
in
wanna
my new
check
home.
stuff.
When having children of my own, I became an advocate to improve the public education system that gave me a chance to contribute to our America. Democrats invest in education because we are committed to fighting for all kids. Washington cast 43 votes to Senator Bernie Sanders and 66 votes to our next president, Joe Biden.
West Virginia.
West Virginians have changed the narrative about public education. Parents, teachers, and service personnel have worked together to fight for safe and welcoming schools, sufficient funding for classroom equipment, and fair wages for teachers and school service personnel. Elections matter, but so does activism. So let's keep fighting to guarantee a quality education for all our children, and let's elect a president who will fight alongside us.
The problem
West
with that
Virginia
is charter
has 34
schools
votes for our next president,
and
Joe
standardized
Biden.
testing, which has been
Wyoming.
pulled back.
After our son Matthew's death in Wyoming, Joe Biden helped pass legislation to protect LGBTQ Americans from hate crimes. Joe understands more than most our grief over Matt's death. But we see in Joe so much of what made Matt's life special. His commitment to equality,
I don't know how
his
much of
passion
this
for
I'm
social
gonna
justice,
watch, by the
and
way.
his boundless
I think I'm going to watch as
compassion
much
for
as I
others.
can.
With 3 abstentions, Wyoming cast 4 votes for Bernie Sanders and 11 votes for the next president of the United States, Joe Biden.
Wisconsin.
Welcome back to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, a great city on native land on a great lake. It's the place where I was born and raised, right in the heart of 53206 zip code. Now, this is a community that's been faced with some significant challenges due to historical injustice, but what many don't see is the joy, the resilience, and opportunity that lies within this community and so many others across America just like it, where hardworking people are fighting to provide for their families and to build a better future. We know that we build a better future for our nation by channeling Wisconsin's legacy as the birthplace
If
of
you're
the labor
expecting
and the
a
progressive
rant,
movement, and uniting around a
sorry
bold,
to
inclusive
disappoint.
agenda that uplifts every community in the pursuit of a more just future. One that
I was
recognizes
curious about what the
healthcare as a human
Democratic
right, one that
platform
tackles the
was
climate
in the
crisis and
1960s.
takes on racial
So
and
I
economic
got to read
justice.
through that just for curiosity.
Wisconsin cast 30 votes for Bernie Sanders.
Woo!
And 67 for the next president of the United States of America, Joseph Biden. Joseph R. Biden.
All right, he made a
Delaware.
little fuck up.
Long
It's going to
before
go to
this train
Biden.
station bore his
It's
name,
going to go to
you'd see
Biden.
Joe Biden up here on the
It's going to
platform with the
go
rest of the crowd,
so
on his way to
hard
work
for
and
Joe
going home
Biden.
to his
It's not
family.
even worth
That's
showing.
always been his North Star,
Like,
delivering for families
whatever.
like his own, working people who struggle and sacrifice to
If I
build
seem a bit
better life.
upset knowing that
Nobody has ever had
Bernie
to wonder who
lost
Joe
and
Biden's
that
in
Bernie
for.
was
nation
defeated
faces daunting
majorly
challenges,
due to
but I've known
rigging,
Joe Biden
due
for 40
to,
years,
you can't
and
even
there's
see my
nobody
fucking
I
fingers,
trust
so
more to lead
due
our
to
party,
rigging,
unite our country, and
due
restore
to
our standing in the world. What's more, he's
Obama
humble, he
interfering
tells the truth,
and encouraging
treats
the other
everybody,
candidates to
he
drop
encounters
out
with respect and builds
on
bridges,
what
not
is known
walls.
as Bloody
He is a
Monday
leader
for
made
Bernie
for this moment
supporters,
and the finest public servant I've ever known.
Bernie just
Delaware
dropping
is
out.
proud to cast its 32
What happened
votes
to
for
that
our
mic?
favorite son and our next president.
Our friend, Delaware, Joe Biden.
I think that's it. It's gonna be cringe. Okay, copyright strike. Alright. So, that's probably going to get fucked up by the YouTube algorithm, but God, this is annoying. Alright. Get rid of celebrate good times so I can give my commentary, for fuck's sake. Oh, shit. Oh, man, this is annoying. But, hey, it is what it is. This is what you got. We got the lesser of two evils. So, I'm choosing my evil. Joe Biden.
President Joe.
Oh, this is going to be entertaining. They're still playing the fucking song. They're still playing the fucking song. Like, I can hear what he's saying, but you can't. He just accepted the nomination. Why'd they cut away? Alright, well, this sucks. But not unexpected. If you're going, alright. Well, probably going to be called a shield, but to be blunt, I would encourage you to vote Joe Biden over Donald Trump. Okay, we're going to stop this because I'm going to be pissed right the hell off. Alright. Because they're going to talk about access to healthcare. And you know what? When you had the opportunity, I can't believe I didn't just do this because I could have just done this and whatnot. But whatever. I'm learning how to use this webcam software more and more. So, I turned it off after the access part. For obvious reasons. Because, you know, they're just going to talk about access, the Affordable Care Act. Building on the Affordable Care Act is going to provide more access to health care for more Americans. When we could have just expanded Medicare. Joe Biden in 2008 was even okay with Medicare for all. There's a pretty well-known clip of him talking to a woman and being like, yeah, we should have Medicare for all or universal health care, something along those lines. But this election sucks. I despise the excitement for this ticket. I don't know how you could be excited for this ticket. So if you're a liberal guy that just wanted to see a Bernie Sanders supporter have his heart and soul ripped out, you got it. And just being or feeling defeated, I should say. So, Bernie Sanders was the candidate I was proud to support. I was hoping to campaign for him like crazy prior to COVID, but we never got that chance. But still donating money to his campaign, which is probably going to the Act Blue fundraiser. So, whatever. At this point, I'm voting for Joe Biden, and, well, I know I said the way I view it is I'm voting against Trump by voting for Biden, but this is just semantics. Casting my vote for Biden, and it is what it is. So, live long and prosper. I'm not going to voter shame anyone. I hope this video doesn't come off as voter shaming. If it does, I apologize for that. I would encourage every cynical Bernie Sanders supporter like myself to hold your nose, vote Democrat, and continue to fight. Because we gotta do what we can to push Biden to the left. We gotta do what we can to get the Green New Deal passed. We gotta do what we can to get Medicare for all. Even if those fights are an uphill battle, and a major uphill battle to the point where we become cynical, it's still worth fighting. Better to fight for a righteous cause and continue to fight for a righteous cause than not at all. So, I'm going to end the video now.